Before we begin, a few important words. This recording is intended for relaxation, personal development, and general well-being. It is not therapy, it is not medical treatment, and it is not a substitute for professional care from a licensed healthcare provider. No specific results are promised or guaranteed. Every person's experience is unique, and what you take from this session is entirely your own. If you are dealing with a medical condition, a mental health concern, or are currently receiving treatment of any kind, please continue to work with your healthcare provider. This recording is meant to complement your well-being, never to replace professional guidance. Hypnosis recordings, while effective for many people, are not a replacement for working one-on-one with a trained and highly skilled clinical hypnotherapist. If you are dealing with a specific issue and would like personalized help, I invite you to visit phobiafree.life and schedule a free consultation with a certified clinical hypnotherapist. Before we begin, this recording contains hypnosis. Please do not listen to this while driving, operating machinery, or doing anything that requires your full attention. Find a quiet, comfortable place where you can simply relax, undisturbed, for the duration of this session. If at any time you need to be fully alert, you can simply open your eyes, take a deep breath, and return to full waking awareness immediately. Find yourself in a comfortable position now. And you don't need to do anything in particular, just allow your body to settle the way it naturally wants to when given permission to simply be still. You might notice the weight of your body against whatever is supporting you right now. And isn't it interesting how you never really noticed that support before, and yet it was always there? Your eyes can remain open, or they may find their own way to close, and some people find their eyes closing almost before they expect them to, and that's perfectly fine, because your unconscious mind always knows exactly what it needs. With each breath you take, you don't even have to try to relax, because relaxation isn't something you do, it's something you allow, and your body already knows how. Perhaps you notice a gentle heaviness beginning in your shoulders, or maybe it starts somewhere else entirely. It doesn't matter where it begins, only that it spreads slowly, naturally, the way warmth spreads through your hands on a cold day, without any effort at all. And as that comfortable feeling continues to deepen, your mind may begin to drift a little, the way it does in those moments just before sleep, when thoughts become softer, less urgent, more like clouds passing than anything requiring your attention. You don't need to follow every word I say. In fact, your unconscious mind is already doing exactly what it needs to do, and your conscious mind is welcome to rest. With every breath out, just a little more comfortable, a little more settled, a little more yours. And when you're ready, we can go somewhere quite wonderful together. There's a difference between having a career and owning a career. Having a career means showing up, doing the work, collecting the check, and hoping someone notices. Owning a career means knowing your value, deeply, quietly, unshakably, and carrying yourself in a way that makes it impossible for others not to notice too. And the difference isn't talent, it's not education, it's not politics, It's not who you know, although all of those can help. The difference is internal. It's the story you tell yourself about who you are professionally, and that story either propels you forward or holds you in place. Tonight, we're going to update that story. First, a feeling. Think about how you would feel if your career was exactly where you wanted it to be. Not someone else's definition of success, yours. Maybe it's the feeling of being valued. Maybe it's autonomy, doing what you want, when you want, how you want. Maybe it's the feeling of growth, of moving towards something meaningful. Maybe it's leadership. Maybe it's mastery. Maybe it's just the feeling of being in the right place, doing work that matters, and being recognized for it. Whatever your word is. Now, find a time when you felt that. Maybe it was a time when you solved a problem that nobody else could, and you felt that quiet surge of, I'm good at this, really good, and everyone in the room knew it. Or maybe it was a time when someone trusted you with something important, a project, a team, a client, and you delivered. Not because you were trying to impress anyone, because that's just what you do when you're operating at your best. Or maybe it was a simpler moment, a colleague asking for your opinion, and you realized they're asking because they respect what I think, not out of politeness, out of genuine respect. Or maybe it was a time when you took a risk, spoke up, pitched an idea, went for the promotion, and it worked. And the feeling wasn't just relief. It was, of course it worked, because I'm good at what I do. Or your own moment. Find it. Let the feeling return. Feel it in your posture, in your voice. Even though you're not speaking right now, you can feel what your voice sounds like when you're in this state. Clear, steady, worth listening to. Let it grow. Let it fill you. Good. Now, here's something Erickson understood about human nature that applies directly to career success. People don't evaluate you based on your resume or your credentials or your years of experience. They evaluate you based on how you make them feel about you. And how they feel about you is a direct reflection of how you feel about yourself. If you walk into a room believing you belong there, people believe it too. If you present an idea with quiet certainty, people trust it. If you carry yourself like someone who knows their value, people see that value, not because you're performing, because you're radiating. And what you radiate comes from what you feel inside. Which means the most important career strategy in the world is this feeling you're having right now. So amplify it. Double it. Let it become the energy you walk into every room with. Not arrogance, competence, not ego, presence. The quiet, grounded confidence of someone who has nothing to prove because they already know. Double it again. And you might try right now to access that old professional insecurity. That feeling of, I'm not qualified enough. I don't belong at this level. Someone is going to figure out I don't know what I'm doing. And notice how foreign it sounds, how small it sounds compared to this feeling, like hearing a criticism in a language you no longer speak. You recognize the words, but they don't land anymore. Now, imagine your next professional moment. A meeting, a presentation, a negotiation, a conversation with someone who matters. And you walk in carrying this feeling, not hoping for the best, knowing your value, not trying to impress, just being present, fully, clearly. And something shifts in the room, not because you said anything different, because you are different. Your energy is different. Your presence is different. And people respond to it unconsciously, immediately, because humans are wired to recognize competence and confidence. It's one of the oldest social signals in our species, and you're broadcasting it. And that meeting goes differently than it would have before, and the next one goes differently too, and over time, the trajectory changes, not dramatically, but measurably. Opportunities arrive that weren't arriving before, not because the opportunities changed, because you changed, and now you're visible in a way you weren't before, not louder, not pushier, just undeniably present. And that's career success, not climbing a ladder, becoming the kind of person the ladder was built for. And now, in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. And you can choose. Open your eyes, carrying this professional presence into your next interaction, or drift into sleep, your unconscious mind rehearsing this new way of showing up, preparing you for the career that's already waiting for you to claim it. Whatever you choose is exactly right. 1. The feeling holds, the presence is real. 2. You know your value, and now so will everyone else. 3. Coming up or going deeper, the confidence stays. 4. Almost there, present, valued, ready. 5. Eyes opening, clear, confident, and professionally magnetic, or eyes staying closed, the unconscious rehearsing, building, preparing. Whichever you chose, you know your value now, and that changes everything.